So let's go back to the dashboard. I want to go over one more thing before we call it a day for the day. We're going to go into media. And here is everything that you attached. Now, if you remember from the first video, I didn't attach an image. I actually linked to an image. The difference between attaching and linking is that this image is now taking space on my web host. Now, don't worry about it. Most images are pretty small unless you uncompress your photos and everything, which is totally something I would not tell you to go do. But that's for another lesson at another time. But let's say that you have a web host that says you only get 500 megabytes, which isn't really a lot. Well, you don't want to be doing this all the time, because what happens is the more images you add, the bigger it's going to be on the actual drive space that you have. So some people do the link image, and if you go to our very first video, you'll see how to link the image. It's sort of near the end. The very beginning is the installation, but the end is they're doing the first post. But yeah, you want to just link that image. The downside to linking an image is that if you link an image and a web host doesn't want you doing it, you might get a little nasty letter saying, hey, stop doing that. Or they might set it up so your website can't do it anymore. It just depends on how they are. But I found generally most people don't care. The next thing we're going to do is move into the next area. Oh, also anything else media related, this is where it will show up. So if you added an image and you wanted to replace it or something, you could do that here. But just as a warning, know that if you delete anything, it is permanently deleted, and know that any post that has this image on it will now have no image on it. So regrettably, there's no way to go back into the past and stop you from making the mistake. But thankfully, it will tell you where it is attached to, so that you can actually go to that one and attach the correct image if you need to. But that's, like I said, that's something that you're going to have to get into. But let's move on to the next piece here because we're running out of time. If we click on to links, links are all the links that we're going to have in this area known as the blog roll. The blog roll is basically when you go over to the link categories, and it's going to say blog roll is the name of the category. Like the last part of the web page we did, you basically put your own category, friends of the site, sponsors of the site, and then from there, when you go to add new, you can just basically put in the name of the site, you can put in their website address, and then you can tell it what category you want to do, and also let you see the most used so you know which ones are the ones you mostly use. I would highly suggest that you go ahead and tell it to open in either a underscore top or underscore blank. That way, when somebody clicks on the link, it will open it up in another page and not lose your page. The reason behind it is, let's say that somebody clicks on the link, your page goes away and you go to that other person's page. The viewer of your website forgot they were on your website, right? So when they're done viewing your sponsors page and they close it, they lost you as well. But if you set it to either blank or top, they're going to be on a whole other page, so that when they close it, it's perfect. They close it and they still have your page open. So it's one of those little things. Then you can tell what kind of friendship you have. You can set an image to it. I personally do not use the links area, mostly because I think that's a sacred area for only people who are actually friends of the website. Knowing that if you add a link to somebody, you're basically giving them free advertisement. So you really don't want to use this unless they're people that you really want to advertise. For example, I knew one guy who used to sell the ad space on the side, but then he noticed he started losing hits. And him and I were talking about it. I said, well, the problem is because you're selling it on the advertisement as a blog link, and you have all these crazy off-the-wall things, some of your people might read some of the tags and be offended because he takes nature photos. And then as he reads further down, somebody from Artie's Butcher Shop. Well, what if most of the people who go to your websites are vegans and they enjoy looking at nature? You've just offended them because you're talking about this butcher shop thing that you're also sponsoring. So the guy's like, hey, I'm not interested in it. So I try to stay away from links only because I don't know what my viewers are looking for. Because the stuff that I wrote was very general on my website, so I don't try to offend anybody. But let's say you're doing a website about Subarus. Many times, if you're a fan of something, you know what people who are fans of aren't really friends of. So just to give you a general thing, a lot of people who do Subarus enjoy like nature, and they dislike Mitsubishi cars because Mitsubishi is their rival. So if you had a website that says MitsubishiSucks.com or whatever, they'll enjoy it because like, oh yeah, you know, I don't like that as well. But if you had a car website, right, same thing, and you put Mitsubishi sucks, you just lost every single Mitsubishi owner because of the fact that now they don't even want to go to your site because you're making fun of the thing they own. So be very careful what you do with this area. That's basically what I'm trying to teach you here. Now we're going to move on to the pages. Pages are just simply a static page. So what a page would be is like your personal bio, about your company, orders of operation or times of operation. It's basically the static pages that you never update. So your blog is going to be something that you do from time to time. A static page would be just one page that never changes. So let's say I go to Dave or Java Dave's, right? Java Dave might have a page so that you can click on it and tell you where Java Dave is, where is his location, nice little link to him on Google Earth or whatever, Google Maps. So you really just want to do that for static pages. Let me show you on the website where those pages actually show up. So here's home, which is the blog, and here's sample page. When you click sample page, that's it. It's just a regular page, nothing really too special or anything. So let's back over. So if you're going to do this, I suggest you do it for a bio or about us or the contact us page. Make sure that you keep anything legal. So if you have a site about, let's see, the Dodgers, you can put on the legal thing like page, and it says like all photos here are found off of different websites, and I do not own the rights to any images. Any images that are owned by rights, if people present copyright, I'd be more than happy to remove. And what that does, it actually stops you from being sued, these static pages. Because if you have fan sites, or if you're doing, let's say, a coaching site, and you're referencing things that other people might own the copyright to, it's basically letting them know is, I don't know who owns the copyright. I'll be happy to change it, and here's my contact information. But don't worry, I'm going to show you how to make a contact page in a later video. But just to give you an idea, this is where it is. And then your comments page. Comments page, it's all right. It just tells you what comments are here, what comments have come in, what comments are pending. The very next thing we're going to be moving into in the next video is basically how to automate this, so that your comments, only the good stuff gets through, none of the spam. So I know it was a lot to take in. You might have to view this once or twice. You might even have to go through some of the things in slow motion. But this is it. You're at the end. You've learned how to add a post, what categories are, how to set up posts, add images. You've learned how to add the pages, the links, and just a really intricate deep dive in the first couple of features here in the WordPress blog. But don't worry, we are here for you at odenspark.com. We're going to have more in-depth videos if you need them at a later date, but this is just a quick glance over of how to do it. So if you're feeling kind of tense, I'd say just let it all go, because we're here for you. We're here to help out. If you want to just go to our forum, you can post a question and say, hey guys, I was watching this video and it wasn't really clear on such and such, and we'll be more than happy to set it straight for you. So until next time, check out odenspark.com for any updates on our blog or any other videos that we have on there. Also check out our forums to answer any questions you might have. The websites are open 24 hours a day, but just respect us and know that we're going to take at least 24 to 48 hours to respond to a post, just because of the fact of the amount of people that send stuff to the website. But know that you have top priority when you send things in, because hey, we're here for you. The only thing we're trying to do is make sure you get the best site you can make, and trust me, it's going to be a good site. So until next time, we'll talk to you later, and stay tuned for part 3 of this series as we deep dive on how to automate the website and really make it work.